coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, my body. I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, loud commotion. We causing a commotion. I put it in, I put it in, I put it in motion. I put it in, I put it in, I put it in motion. Loud commotion. We causing a commotion. Icy as in a whole man. I hit the road in an all-white van. I keep a fresh set up on my hands. You don't like me, but you want my grand. How you look, how you look, how you sound? I'm a boss, I'm a brat, hard to handle. I'm a real life mood, a real life muse. Got some pretty in my sandals. I can't help I was born like this. Ain't my fault that you want my drip. Little bit of could have been my friend. Now you gotta listen while I pop my fast. I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, my body. I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, loud commotion. We causing a commotion. I put it in, I put it in, I put it in motion. I put it in, I put it in, I put it in motion. Loud commotion. We causing a commotion. Rule number one, never be number two. Got the candy apple loops with the gas and I boom. Man, cause I'm rich and I'm young and I'm cute. All eyes on me when I step in the room. You stay with my name in your mouth. Don't your get tired, that's a mouthful. Wanna wear my jewels and sip my juice. Need a couple Cuban links with some big boots. I can't help I was born like this. Ain't my fault that you want my drip. Little bit of could have been my friend. Now you gotta watch while I win. I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, my body. I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, loud commotion. We causing a commotion. I put it in, I put it in, I put it in motion. I put it in, I put it in, I put it in motion. Loud commotion. We causing a commotion. My back is aching, my too tight. You mad as that I shine so bright. My back is aching, my too tight. I know that's right. My back is aching, my too tight. You mad as that I shine so bright. My back is aching, my too tight. I know that's right.
Slang. Used to sleep on the floor with it. Got a I can't get because it's still wet. Man, I pay him a visit, ain't paid his bills yet. I make him feel that. I rap and seal that. Send out the head the Nike swoop stamps. I'm just doing it for the camp. Showed them to the night behind my back. One thing about that karma, she coming back. If you keep close. Nowadays became a trend and snake your homies out cause everybody back go. But everybody black though. I let the catch a used to off the numb, hope I didn't purchase. Cause every time I see the it's like a scary movie. Can't do no jewelry duty. Internet and altered it to a different game now. I don't rap about I let his name down. Shame how they blackball Kane, they scratch my name out. I pushed it longer than I expected to get my name hot. They wanna take me out this game like Shikari. Black Illuminati, touch big rabbit, streets need a. I got all of them leeches away from around me. You ain't rich enough to get me hip. Go up the bounty, spit some cheese. I'm seeing EMTs turn to Stevie Wonder. You ain't seen youngers on the Mando. This routine. Delta 88 with a cool knot in my tube socks. Now I push the goons through the boondocks in the penthouse in the city. My bops told them free my G-weed up, let the whoops out. You feel my energy? They gon' remember me. Ain't never had a friend like me. Your enemy, my enemy. Lambo crashed the.
We're the land of the free
and we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Hey, Dave.
Kevin.
David, he is the total package. Now the starting group for Orlando. The lengthy bigs inside Isaac and Bamba. Jordan Poole is out there with Suggs. And it's Wagner in at the small forward. And for Charlotte, up to the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. And it's Harrell in at the 5, roaming the paint. Poole the pass to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Well, you see the fluidity in the screen and roll game. Mo Bamba, decisive in his movements, is what allows him to convert.
Now, here's Ball. Defense right on him. Here's Harrell. Rebounded by Isaac.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And here's Poole for 3. And it's Suggs missing. 4-on-3 break. Here's Ball. And he banks in the layup.
Okay, Gordon Hayward, we know you're an all-star level talent as a scorer. Now you're just showing off with that pass.
And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically great, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now you have got to honor that outside shot.
Now, here's Suggs. Rozier defending. Wagner kicks to Poole. That shot wide open.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Ball finds Rozier. To the paint. Offensive rebound. Harrell off on the layup.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Driving inside. Here's Bamba. Over in the corner, Poole. Pass to Suggs. Misses the 3.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the energy and athleticism of Bridges is off the charts. He is a tough cover for the defense.
Some changes for Charlotte. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Washington comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Terry Rozier. The wide open look here for Anthony. The three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Oubre passes to Plumlee. Kicks the ball. Charlotte moving it around. Oubre, right side. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And one thing Oubre could do to help his offense, to me, make himself into a better ball handler. Great dribble drive move that time.
The pass to Wagner. Now here's Kuminga. Passes it to Şengün. Now Kuminga. He's covered by Washington. Pulls it up. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Oubre outside. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. No good on that one. The Magic go the other way with it. And this matchup with the Hornets, it's their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
Just 5 on the clock. Here he goes. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence. Showing right there he can get through the defense.
On the wing, Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Bridges has got 5 now. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Hornets lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from... And an unlucky history of injuries for Gordon Hayward.
There's certain times where it's not our decision.
And great teams are more sophisticated than ever when it comes to injury prevention.
And training staffs are now expected to anticipate risks. So at times they'll know before the player does that there's a concern.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. They've got Martin. P.J. Washington is out there with Oubre. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Thomas in at the 1. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. Then for the Magic, Jonathan Isaac comes in for Wagner. And it's Suggs in for Fultz. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They trail by 1.
And Kelly Oubre, the new face on the Hornets, was hoping to get a bigger deal in free agency. The market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his work. Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Kuminga the pass to Anthony. Here's Şengün. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Martin. Goes back up. Harrell. It's hauled in by the Magic. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Inside. Here's Şengün. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Gordon Hayward comes in for P.J. Washington. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Kelly Oubre. Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Poole comes in for Anthony. Outside for Martin. Fires for 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Orlando leading. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Hits the 3-point bomb. Poole's got 5.
This offense just continues to impress.
Now here's Thomas. He's guarded closely. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Isaac outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And while he's dealt with injuries, I still have enjoyed watching the growth of Jonathan Isaac. Guy entered the league. Everyone knew he could be a shot blocker, but he does so much more defensively.
Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Fultz comes in for Suggs. Rozier the pass to Plumlee. Combo with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
Magic moving the ball around. Wagner kicks to Fultz. Rozier with the steal. Down low. Bridges passes to Rozier. Tries to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Rozier's got his first bucket of the night.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving, don't sit back and be passive.
Rozier with the steal. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Hayward's got his first basket. Orlando leading by 3. And here's Poole for 3. Bamba kicks to Wagner. Here's Fultz. A 3-pointer, no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Magic out in front, leading by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Some good action during the period.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's ball. So on the floor for Orlando. The lengthy bigs inside. Isaac and Bamba. Suggs out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Wagner in at the 3 slot.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively. Nice finish inside.
And here's Poole for 3. Bamba trying to break free. Isaac misses. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 1-point game. Kept alive. The kick out to Ball. Four on the clock. Rozier the pass to Bridges. For 3, Hayward. Orlando grabs the miss. Isaac's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for over a decade in the NBA. Now a seasoned vet, firmly in the second half of his career.
And here's Poole for 3. The shot. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Now, here's Rozier. He's tightly guarded. Got a hand on it. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Harrell. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Miles Bridges. Oubre comes in for Gordon Hayward. Martin's checked in for Terry Rozier. And Thomas subbed in for Ball. To the inside, Thomas with the steal. Oubre outside. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Oubre's got 7 points. And Hayward has had a bit of a career renaissance lately, looking more and more like his old self.
And Kevin, it's just great to see him playing at this level again. I think it's testament to how much he loves the game of basketball, as well as how badly this guy wants a chance to win a championship.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Thomas passes to Harrell. He kicks it to Oubre. There's Thomas with the 3. Rebound by the Magic.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Kuminga with it. He's against Martin. Out to Anthony. A 3 ball. Orlando getting another chance here. Here's Suggs. He gets that one.
Jalen Suggs.
1:21 left to play in the third. Anthony against Thomas. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Washington. Here's Harrell. Pass to Washington. They shoot again, and the shot goes in.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
Here's Wagner. Misses from short range. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Hornets. Plumlee, he's checked in for Harrell. And it's Rozier in for Martin. And a switcher also for Orlando. Markelle Fultz is checked in for Wagner. And Rozier, here we go. And that one drops.
The more of those mid-range jumpers Rozier hits, the more the passing lanes will open up for him.
Anthony kicks to Suggs. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Fultz, no good. Charlotte in the lead. Rozier looking around. Pass to Washington. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his third assist on the night.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Another miss by Orlando. With one on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Hornets lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Up to the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hornets 5. Ball, the pass to Hayward. Bridges trying to free himself up. Hayward can't hit.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Fultz kicks to Kuminga. The pass to Isaac. Shot clock at 6. Now Fultz. Here's Kuminga. No good on the 3. Bridges dishes the ball. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
And the speed of Fultz is lethal. When he has a full head of steam, he's looking to tear the rim off the hinges.
Hayward outside. To the middle. Here's Bridges. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Bridges has got the lead up to 5 now for the Hornets.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Harrell, he's checked in for Charlotte. The Magic also changing it up. Wagner's checked in for Kuminga. And it's Suggs in for Fultz. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, during the last break, I heard Orlando's coach talk to his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. Complete it with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Ball. Makes it off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 6.
He's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Wagner passes to Suggs. Here's Bamba. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially middle rim.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. Two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here's ball. Guarded by Poole. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Charlotte?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Now Hayward. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10 frame to send it back.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And it's Suggs missing. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Here's Hayward. Here's Harrell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, the grit right there. Montrezl Harrell simply wanting that offensive rebound more than anyone else.
Here's Suggs. The shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits.
Taken third overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Richards is checked in. Jones comes in for Bridges. Daniels is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Martin subbed in for Terry Rozier. And that one's good. Wagner.
Wow, you can't let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
So no problem. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. That concludes the...
I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe, keep my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Keep my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe, keep my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Keep my way up, it don't go. Beat for the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard when I said it. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, who pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break.
High above the vibrant downtown of...
Hey, Brian, it's...
Outstanding. Thanks, Allie. A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. We've got Suggs, Mo Bamba out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Jordan Poole, and it's Wagner in at the small forward position. And for the Pelicans, Ingram at the 3, Zion at the 4. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Jones in at the 2. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, you have to be excited about Jonathan Isaac. Whenever he's on the floor, he makes an impact on both ends of the court.
You know, the main thing for Jonathan Isaac is his health. Seems like whenever he gets healthy, he ends up getting hurt again. Guy's been through a lot. He's had to battle through a number of injuries.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously frustrating for him, I'm sure. But he's still got youth on his side. So here's hoping he can remain healthy and reach his potential.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Bamba. Poole for 3. Drops in the 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Valanciunas. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Bamba. Over to the wing. Back to Poole. Here's Suggs. Pass to Poole. Now here's Bamba. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to put one up here. 3-pointer. The Pelicans pull it in. Outside Jones. Here's McCollum. Now Williamson. Blocked! McCollum finds Williamson. Blocked again! Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's Wagner, and there's the drive, and that's good. His first bucket of the game. And early on in the season, some rookies still trying to deal with the speed of the NBA. Brent, how is that transition for you?
Yeah, I think there's just so much going on outside of the game as well, BA. So you take maybe the first 20 games, a couple of road trips to understand the tempo and pace in which you travel with, have to pack and unpack and make the bus and make the shoot around. Just a lot going on. So maybe 2 months for rookies before they start to feel settled in.
And it's the Magic with the ball after the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. And that one's good. Poole's got 5.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Back to McCollum. Outside Jones. Outside Ingram. Pass to Williamson. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
And the closer that Zion is going to get, the more effective he's going to become.
And the Magic call time here.
There aren't many players that have come into the NBA as a consensus #1 pick like Zion Williamson did. Nobody was passing on this fella.
And the Pelicans going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Anthony. Outside for Fultz. Pass to Kuminga. Launches it. 3-pointer Anthony. And the Magic again can't hit. The Pelicans have gone only 2 of 7 so far. A cold start. Graham misses. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Out to the right wing. Here's Şengün. He's guarded by Nance. Out to Anthony. Pass to Fultz. With the drive. And he buries his first look.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
The Pelicans trail. Graham with it. Now guarded by Isaac. Nance with it. Now Hayes. And Fultz comes to help. Nance, the pass to Graham. Here's Hernan Gomez. And a nice finish on the layup.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts in the offensive glass.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Magic out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
They've got Hayes. He's out there with Willie Hernangomez. Larry Nance is out there with Devontae Graham. That's the Pelicans 5. They double him with Isaac. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac. All right, a chance to check out the Orlando Magic's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. The kick out to Graham. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. Orlando leading. And the dunk by Isaac.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Graham with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
So fun to watch Larry Nance Jr. get up and be in flight.
Pass to Anthony. Here's Şengün. Back to Anthony. And here's Fultz. Anthony outside. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And finished off by Hayes.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Poole against McCollum. Here's Kuminga. Back to Poole. Pass to Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Suggs. And they'll get another chance. Goes back up. It's deflected. And here's McCollum. And he lobs it up. And Williamson throws it down.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
For Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Poole for 3. The shot off that time. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Last season, after what was dubbed a historic wave of injuries, the Magic decided it was time to hit the reset button, trading away their veterans for picks and for prospects. This will take some patience, but the front office feels this different path affords them more upside to contend moving forward. Guys?
You know, Allie, that's an excellent point, something to keep an eye on. From 6 feet away, the bank shot, no good. For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began.
It's been fun watching Brandon Ingram's scoring stats climb. He's a guy who can really fill it up, whether he's inside or outside of the arc.
Orlando calls timeout. You know, Grant, what's really impressive about Ingram's scoring is what he can do on those nights when he just goes off.
Yeah, we've seen some explosive stuff from him on the offensive end from time to time. Now, when he's dialed in, he can absolutely torch you. You just wish he could perform at that level every night.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Suggs. Kuminga. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
For New Orleans, they've got 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Jones misses. The Magic have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Back to Bamba. Pass to Poole. To the right side. The 3 from Suggs. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. And the Magic lead by 2.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
McCollum outside. Knocks down the triple. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
Poole for three. Rebounded by New Orleans.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Williamson. He got a piece of it. From deep. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. They came together in the second period and managed to claw their way to a 1-point lead. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Pelicans?
There's been a ton of energy in this building tonight.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One of the stories here, C.J. McCollum. He's getting it done today.
He's been a real difference maker today in terms of reeling in offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
On the court for Orlando, Jonathan Isaac is out there with Mo Bamba. Then it's Suggs. Then there's Wagner. And it's Poole in at the 1. Orlando trailing here. Now Poole. 5 points in the game. Isaac for 3. Here's Suggs. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. After a deep collegiate championship run, Jalen Suggs looks so ready for the pressures of league play.
Oh, he's got ice in his veins for sure. Taking his college team to the finals with a buzzer-beating three-pointer, that kind of grit will serve him well in the NBA.
The Magic making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Here's Ingram. Second chance shot. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Nance, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Ingram. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Pass to Şengün. Outside Fultz. To the left side wing. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. In third, New Orleans.
And they were so awesome last year on the boards, blocking out, maintaining position, and finishing off possessions with the rebound. They are physical, and that effort afforded them a ton of extra possessions.
Pass to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. From 13, drained it for 2 points. Ingram's got his second basket of the game.
Brandon Ingram showing off the ways he can score. You know he's playing well when he's this patient to do so.
Shot is good by Isaac. And Grant, you were a big wing with skill. That type of player very much in demand in today's game.
Well, I mean, today's NBA is all about versatility. Can you get it done offensively and defensively? Players with size and perimeter skills are very much invaluable to their team.
Using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact, McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
Kuminga, he's checked in for Wagner.
And C.J. McCollum continuing to be one of the most elite mid-range and creative scorers around 15 feet.
Anthony misses. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. From behind the arc. On target from range. And for McCollum, taking more threes might be good for his longevity as well, Brent.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. He's such a gifted shooter, and there are ways to get him out to the three-point line where he's standing and gets in a great rhythm. I think you're going to see CJ raise that percentage.
Fultz against McCollum. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Second chance effort. Oh, rejected by Isaac. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac. Graham's checked in for McCollum.
For your Pelicans, Devontae Graham.
And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Basket counts.
And Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Pass to Anthony. Back to Fultz. Looking to end the run. And here's Kuminga for three. The Pelicans pull it in. And the layup falls. And now it's a 9-point New Orleans lead.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Şengün. Anthony outside. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Outside Graham. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Kuminga's got his fourth rebound in this one. Now here's Fultz. Here's Şengün. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now just a 5-point Pelican lead.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Graham for three. Anthony grabs the board. Left side Fultz. Up in time. And that's not going to go. And we've reached the end of the third. The Pelicans on top, up 5. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. It's an all-Duke forward pair. Ingram the 3, Zion the 4. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Devontae Graham. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Inside, Bamba. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Outside Graham. Pass to Ingram. Now here's Valanciunas. Covered by Bamba. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 13 feet out. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. And they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
For your Pelicans.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Suggs. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You gotta love how he stuck with the play. Nice work.
New Orleans in the lead. McCollum, pass to Ingram. Over Wagner. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Poole from long range. Here's Suggs. McCollum defends. Wagner for three. The shot, no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Back to Jones. It's rebounded by Wagner. For Orlando, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Poole outside.
2 minutes.
Back to Wagner. Pass to Suggs. To take the lead. 6 on the shot clock. Poole against McCollum. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just an assertive play. He attacks the miss and sends it home.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And there's the lob. And Williamson throws it down.
Zion wants these moments and coming through here.
Orlando calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, C.J. McCollum.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach of the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He likes the way they're pounding the ball inside. He said, keep working for high percentage looks. The more efficient that we could be down the stretch, the better chance we have of winning this game. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Poole against McCollum. Pass to Wagner. Launches a three. Rebounded by New Orleans. Tipped away. The drive by Poole. Money.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Timeout called. The Pelicans. They're losing by 4. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's McCollum. Here's Williamson. Oh, rejected by Isaac. McCollum against Poole. Pass to Wagner. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Pelicans ball. Trailing by 4. The shot by Ingram, no good.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Orlando. They're on a 13-4 run. And here is Bamba. Valanciunas covering. Back to Wagner. To the left wing. Takes the three. Connects from downtown. Now it's a 7-point Magic lead. New Orleans calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth.
Substitution for your Pelicans.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Poole outside. Takes a three. So it's Orlando picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some
Whoa.
And check out the Mavs. Fashion first, getting off the bus, and now in.
Thank you, Kevin.
I love it, David. I got to tell you, got to give them a lot of credit. Thank you for that report. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Dwight Powell, Jalen Brunson out there with Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr., and it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. And for the Magic, the lengthy bigs inside, Isaac and Bamba. Jordan Poole is out there with Suggs. And it's Wagner in at the small forward position. What's the most important thing, Clark, a player has to focus on when it's this early in the season?
Well, I think one is making sure you're in really good shape, and then getting comfortable with your teammates is another element, and getting your chemistry and timing back. Those are probably the most important things.
Here's Finney Smith. Back to Hardaway. Dallas again missing. Now Suggs. There's the pass to Wagner. And a miss there on the triple. For Dallas, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Brunson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
Takes it inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
A free throw drops for Suggs. Greg, talk about a guy who plays with competitive fire. Suggs is a powerful leader, but by example.
Yeah, I mean, this guy plays with such great strength and energy, and he makes great decisions. Really has an advanced understanding of the game for his age.
And it's Doncic missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target from outside. To the inside. Suggs passes to Isaac. Wagner kicks to Suggs. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bamba. Shoots over Brunson. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, he's a very effective scorer from there. Bamba's excellent at using his size to his advantage.
Doncic passes to Powell. Here's Finney Smith. Dallas moving it around. Down low. And just miss after miss right now. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Dallas ball.
Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. 5th is Luka Doncic.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game.
You know, looking back at Jonathan Isaac's 3rd year in the league, I mean, the forward made huge strides with the Magic in 19 and 20. I mean, he set career highs in just about every category.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Chris comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
You know, Luka's one of those players where the mid-range shot is really a weapon for him, not just an afterthought. I mean, he is lights out from that distance.
Deep 2 from Anthony. Doncic against Fultz. Pass to Kuminga. And Orlando again with the bucket.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Dinwiddie against Fultz. The 3 for Doncic. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Wagner. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Chalk up 2 there.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Fultz the pass to Şengün. Here's Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Orlando shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
1 second left. That shot off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Magic lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Kuminga. Fultz is out there with Anthony. Then there's Wagner. And it's Şengün in at the center position. This is out there for Orlando.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Here's Marjanovic. Unable to get that one. So Orlando will take it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
The defense just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. They can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And, Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And it's in there. Brunson's got his second bucket tonight.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Here now is Dinwiddie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Finney-Smith shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, 1 year at Virginia Tech and 3 more at Florida for Dorian Finney-Smith. With 4 going undrafted in 2016.
Well, Greg, you think about it, he also had a year in college, an extra year because he transferred. So that may have scared some teams off, his age and how long he spent in college. But I tell you what, if you're a pro and you've got pro ability and pro attitude, it's going to come out. And he's made an impact in the NBA from day one.
Dinwiddie passes to Brunson. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And here's Poole for 3. Kuminga kicks to Poole. He dishes it to Bamba. He's over Powell. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Dallas making a switch here. Chris is checked in.
For the Mavericks, Marquise Chris.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Finney-Smith. Now here's Dinwiddie. Guarded by Poole. Chris. Offensive rebound. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
Poole, the pass to Isaac. Feeds to Bamba. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And Poole gets it to go.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 2. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Poole kicks to Bamba. Passes it to Kuminga. Now, here's Poole. He's guarded closely. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Isaac. From outside, off the mark. And it's Chris in the corner. At 3 off the mark. Here's Bamba. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Magic. They lead by a bucket. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And that's a wrap for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. We've got Tim Hardaway Jr., Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4-man position.
When you look at Bamba, he has extraordinary length, and because of that, he's able to finish over most defenders.
And Doncic, here we go. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. Right side Hardaway. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Isaac.
He's gifted with incredible length. Isaac is almost a footer, 7 feet that is, so he should pile up the block shots.
Orlando leading by 4. Now the pass to Suggs. And here's Anthony from the arc. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Well, one of us here knows Cole Anthony quite well. The guy to my side here, Greg, is dad. Care to share with us a story about your son playing hoops growing up?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's always had that belief, that inner belief in himself and his abilities. And that's something that started early on in his life. And honestly, that's when I knew he had a chance to be a really good player.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a play.
And the Mavericks call time here.
All right, look who's coming on to the
Markelle Fultz is checked in for the Magic. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway with it. Isaac picks him up. Pass to Doncic. With some arc. The second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Doncic has got 9.
Luka's a big 6'7", very strong, deceptively so. He's an extra forward out there rebounding the ball, even though he's got point guard skills when it's in his hand.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Doncic, no good.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And it's Wagner missing. Mavericks trail by 5. Now here's Brunson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Markelle Fultz.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Maxi Kleber. And here's Doncic from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
You know, the first overall pick of the 2017 draft, Markelle Fultz, really struggled with Philadelphia. He only played 33 games over his first 2 seasons in the city of brotherly love.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Anthony kicks to Fultz. Back to Anthony. Now, here's Wagner. Guarded by Hardaway. Clock at 6. Here's Şengün. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Mavericks trailing. Out to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Anthony against Doncic. Here's Brunson driving to the basket. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Wagner. Now here's Isaac. Dinwiddie covering. Here's Fultz. The Magic again can't hit. Brunson with a clean look, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's Dallas as they wrap up the third quarter on a 12-4 run. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Good D, good pull. Understand something, what?
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Orlando. Suggs out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Bamba. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dinwiddie. No good from outside. The Magic trail by 3. Poole the pass to Anthony. Here's Suggs. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 4 assists now tonight.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Suggs. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Suggs has got 4 this quarter. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. To the paint. Here's Chris. And he converts the layup. Chris has got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front. the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And here's Poole for three. Bamba passes to Poole. With the drive. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Dallas leading by 7. 9 feet out. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists now tonight. Now a timeout called by Orlando. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, this really has been his night. He's done a lot of things well, but his scoring really put him over the top. You can see how determined he's been every time he's gotten his hands on the ball. Great drive and also great focus offensively.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was saying to his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high-percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Buries it from three-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Wagner. The Mavericks pull it in. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Here's the floater. Brunson, no good. Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Poole. A three. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Trains the three-pointer.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Yep, it counts. And now a 10-point Dallas lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Now, here's Suggs. Brunson covering. Stolen by Brunson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Bamba with the block. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
I got all of them leeches away from around me. The Escalade, I got like Robert Downey. Yeah.
Triple S exercise.
Okay.
Kiss. That's what we do. I don't do the art. I just do the home art. You can catch it, or you can catch it. Go ahead and put the kids to sleep. This the grown part. But we knew what Billboard was. We had our own chart. And they pull a call over, you take your own charge. I ain't never worked for nobody, I sold my own heart. In the back, right in my own yard. Playing dominoes with my man, he in the boneyard. Now I can pay for the jet, right on my own card. Trying to go man on me, I'm in the zone guard, hand in hand with it. I ain't never played a phone guard. Calisthenics and cardio, just trying to tone guard. Your man got but he ain't. My youngin' got the in the Hemi and he ain't stopping. In the beginning to get him. He ain't worried, cause if they get him, I get him cockring. He know not to with them